Hey, welcome to Pokédex. So we're still looking at decks for the regionals, this next regional season, which is the Fury Feasts season. I already looked into the three decks that I assume are going to be the best decks in the format. If you guys haven't checked those videos out, I urge you to do so. And I think I'll be looking this week at two other decks. One of them is a Pyroar deck. I know I talked a lot of trash about Pyroar in my previous videos, not because I don't think the card is good, but I do think it's subpar compared to other more consistent decks like Virizion Genesect, which Pyroar is actually like built to kill, but sometimes it doesn't. So it's like you're basing your whole premise on having like a 100% weapon against them, and it's not 100% at all. They have Bertix, they have the G booster, and they have a lot of consistency, with which this deck ends up lacking, I think. Uh, if you're going to be playing Pyroar, I think this is the best deck there is. And once again, it's not that I don't feel like this deck is powerful. It surely can win a lot of matches, but I don't know. I just feel it's not in that top tier, you know. Also, against Ivoltol decks and Landorus, Lucario decks that are playing Garbodor, this deck struggles a little bit. Okay, it doesn't struggle at all against Landorus and Lucario because it has both Seismitoad EX and Mewtwo EX as the main attackers, which hit that deck for weakness. But yeah, against Ivoltol, I think Ivoltol has a pretty good match against this deck. Speedlugi is super consistent. If we end up having to bench two EX Pokemon, they can just kill us. So yeah, once again, I don't feel like this is the most powerful deck in the format right now. Still, it's still a pretty decent deck in its own right. My particular build, what can I say about it? Well, I'm playing the 4 Seismitoad EX just because I really want to start with this guy. I feel like he's the main reason we're going to be playing this deck. I talked a lot about Pyroar because this is also a Pyroar deck. Pyroar is, if you have seen my previous video on Pyroar and Seismitoad, I actually built a deck with both those guys, and I actually think they work really well together. They both use double colorless energy, they attack different decks, and they're pretty effective against the decks they are supposed to beat. So while they're not the end all of all, they're not like the 100% solution to them. They are pretty good and pretty effective. So that's why I'm running the 4 Seismitoad. Most games I just want to start with Seismitoad and attack with a double colorless energy straight away. I am playing 2 tech Pokemon. I'm not playing the 3 Mewtwo EX, maybe I should, I'm not sure about that still. But if I had to play on the originals tomorrow, this is the list I would go in. I have 2 tech Pokemon. One of them is Jirachi EX. Jirachi EX, I think, makes this deck a little bit more consistent, sorry, and I feel like this deck needs that. Also, this deck is not one of those that really needs all the space it can get on the bench, so we can afford to drop a Jirachi EX and get the extra supporter. This will also work well with another detail from the deck that I'm going to be talking in just a minute. The other tech Pokemon I'm running is Keldeo EX. I don't want to get hit by lasers or anything like that. I feel like Keldeo is awesome to retreat since Seismitoad EX has requires a lot of energy to do so, and we usually don't like to play the Floatstone on Seismitoad, so Keldeo EX pretty decent to cure the poison and get those retreats. I feel it works really well in this deck. Actually worth the spot. I'm only playing one Starling Megaphone. Maybe the deck should be playing two because of the Garbodor. It hits this deck pretty badly because it cuts the Pyroar. But the main detail on this deck, I feel, is the 3 Lysander count. I am playing 3 Lysander because it works super well with Pyroar. We just want to get those non-EX Pokemon, and those evolution Pokemon, those Garbodors. We want to get them out, kill them as fast as we can, so that Pyroar is like an unbeatable wall that our opponent can't ever kill. So that's why we're playing 3, and that's also where the Jirachi EX comes in, because Jirachi can fetch us the Lysander. This deck actually plays a lot of draw card supporters. We have the 4 Sycamore, 4 N, and 2 Colress, and also 2 Bicycle for the 4 Skyla that we're playing. So there's a lot of space in the deck. I feel like this is actually a pretty decent deck because of that also. I mean, we can play a lot of Lysanders and stuff like that, so it ends up working pretty nicely. Let's play some matches. After all these explanations, all this dissing on Pyroar decks, finally I'm playing one, right? Let's see if we can get the Pyroar going. So we're playing Plasma deck with Kyurem, probably. I think Plasma decks with Kyurem are really ill-suited for this. Yeah, it seems like it's the Kyurem deck. I would love to go first, but oh well. The first thing I'm going to try to grab with this Ultra Ball is another Litleo, just because Pyroar is all we want in this match. I don't even care if I'm not attacking, as long as I'm using the Ultra Ball. So okay, my opponent ends us. That is okay, because I can computer search for the second Litleo and play the Sycamore. Our opponent is playing Lugia, so the water symbol must mean yes, Pyroar. Let's see what that means. I don't care about anything else though. I'm definitely not going to be playing this Keldeo, so there's that. I could play the Lysander just to annoy my opponent further. Actually, I think that's pretty decent. Because, okay, so he played the supporter, so maybe this is another supporter, or maybe he's stuck. If I play this Lysander and he's stuck, boy oh boy. And I don't need to Sycamore this turn, since I can't be evolving anyway, so yeah. I think I'm going to Lysander this Deoxys EX. I think, let me look at my deck. I have one Pyroar, 2 Pyroars, 3 Pyroars and 3 Leos, which is super good, I think. And I'm dropping the energy here. Okay, my opponent concedes. Okay, that's a decent win for us, I think. I mean, Pyro deck against the Lugia deck. We actually had a pretty decent start. We didn't start with any EX Pokemon, so that didn't give our opponent an opening to win with Lugia EX. If you guys have seen my Speed Lugia video, you have seen that it is indeed possible to beat Pyroar decks, but it depends on... the whole thing depends on the fact that our opponent might misplay and drop an EX Pokemon onto the bench, or, I mean, at the beginning of the game, at the start of the game, you don't really have a choice, right? You have to go with the Pokemon that's in your hand. So imagine that I start with this hand and my opponent is playing a Plasma deck. I have no choice, I have to go with Seismitoad. So I'm going first, so I'm not going to be dropping anything else. I think he's playing an Yveltal deck. Yep. Pretty obvious. from the indicators. I want to go with Seismitoad as fast as I can. I'm not going to be playing this N because I don't want to give my opponent any other Pokemon. I'm not sure he has any, but and I also am satisfied with my hand for the moment. I can get the second energy. I can get the Mewtwo EX onto the bench, or just another Seismitoad. I mean, I think my priority is to start attacking with Seismitoad and find the Pyroars, just to slow my opponent down. I don't feel like we have a very good matchup against Yveltal decks. We'll see about that in this game, I think. The question is, do I play the Mewtwo EX? The problem with Mewtwo EX, it's I think it's terrible against Yveltal. Yveltal can just do more damage than it. Like straight away, it deals 20 extra damage just for existing. I mean, so he can knock one of our guys out, and we won't be able to kill him with Mewtwo EX for sure. So that might happen, might not happen, I don't know. I'm not going to be dropping the second Seismitoad, I think. I think I don't need more than one, I just need to stall for a little bit. Yeah, I think I have to play the Mewtwo EX. Anyways. Oh, we have a Lysander. But my opponent did not play a Garbodor, so I think I'm going to keep this thing in my hand. Grab 2 energy, okay. Doesn't matter. Do I play the Muscle Band on Seismitoad? I'm not sure I care about Seismitoad at all. I think I'm just going to be playing it on the Mewtwo. Okay, we got a Litleo, so I'm going to drop it. Next turn I can get an Ultra Ball and evolve it. So there's that. And then the whole game will be based on, I don't know, getting a Mewtwo ready in case he drops a Garbodor, and Lysandering that Garbodor out. Let's see what happens. I'm going to try to play my N as fast as possible. Oh no, he's going to be killing our guy faster than we kill his. Once our opponent drops to 4 cards. But that's only 2 turns away. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, let's look at our deck. We have the computer search, another Mewtwo, 1 Lysander, 2 Lysanders. Did I count right? 2, 3. Yeah, we have the 3 Lysanders and we have the Jirachi. It's also pretty decent. Power, come here. Evolve. Play the bicycle. Yeah, we got the energies. That's super nice. Play this energy here in case we need the double colorless to go on Mewtwo EX. And we're happy just hitting his guy and hoping and waiting for him to kill our Seismitoad EX. I'm going to drop this energy on Mewtwo EX because we can draw. We don't need Pyroar to go on the offensive just like right now, so 1, 2. What would happen if he kills our guy, we get a Lysander, and Lysander is Yveltal out? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. We would need a double colorless energy to kill his Yveltal, right? Yeah. That could happen. We don't know, right? Oh, yeah. The thing is, I'm not sure which Pokemon I'm going to be using now. I mean, if you play the Garbodor, that would make everything so much easier. I mean, if he plays a Trubbish, yeah, I'm going with Pyroar. Alright, and I'm going to end my opponent. I'm gonna grab that double colorless. Hopefully we can draw a Lysander off that end just in case my opponent does drop the Garbodor. Okay. We did get the Lysander. I'm actually pretty happy about this match so far. Oh, laser. That was bound to happen, right? I just hope I wake up. Just so that I can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... No, it's only 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. I'm a long way to kill that Yveltal with our Pyroar, but we are going to be playing another Litleo, so there's that. I do wake up, nice. I am going to be taking 60 more damage though. Yeah, because there's no way I can kill this Yveltal right now, so might as well just play this and attack his guy. This Pyroar is going to be taking a lot of damage, but I feel that... Yeah, there's the Trubbish. Alright, so we're going for the Trubbish next turn. Which means our Pyroar is going to die, but hopefully we can get the Litleo going. Oh! Okay. What does that mean? Not sure. Well, it means I'm closer to the laser killing me. This Ultra Ball can get me the Jirachi, but I'm not sure that's what I want to be doing. I'm kinda scared of his Lysanders. I mean, he spent 1. I think this deck doesn't play more than 2. Can go for his Trubbish. Can go for a Litleo or a Jirachi. I think I'm going for the Jirachi next turn, so because I think I need a supporter. So 80 damage on this guy. Sorry, dude. Sorry, little Trubbish. This way, if he plays a second Trubbish, I can Jirachi for the second Lysander. Alright. My opponent does nothing, which means I can deal 90 damage or 110 damage with our Pyroar, which is super nice. My opponent says take. I don't know what that means, so... Alright. Not sure what the opponent means, but I'm also not sure what he could have done to prevent this, since I predicted his Trubbish play and countered it with one of our 3 Lysanders in the deck, so totally feel like it was yeah, there's another Trubbish. I think I'm going to go for it. Second Lysander on that Trubbish. I'm going to drop this guy with a... in case, yeah, our opponent concedes because he saw our line of play. So yeah, you see, I think Jirachi and 3 Lysanders work really, really well in this deck. I think if you're going to be playing a Pyroar deck, that's the way to go. Seismitoad also pulled his weight because he really slowed our opponent down in the beginning of the match. These matches went pretty fast, I think, so we still have time for another one. Deck is clearly showing it's better than I mean I've been bad mouthing the deck on all the other videos, but I really believe it's good. I just don't think it's, I don't know. I would not be playing this deck, I think, but that's just my personal, I mean all of these videos are my personal choices. Okay, so this is a Nival Tolgar Boulder, probably with Keldeo deck, I'm guessing. Keldeo is actually pretty nice on our deck. Oh yes, Seismitoad. That's what the water was for. Okay. I meant Keldeo is pretty nice in this deck because yeah, it's going to be hit by the laser, but it's there because it cures the laser from our dudes. Oh, our opponent doesn't know, but we actually had a pretty decent end, and now we don't. Because of his N. Because we have to play the Sycamore? Yeah. Huh. That's, yeah, this deck, the inconsistency I was talking about. Yeah, GG, I feel. Yeah, this is not going well. Jesus Christ. Terrible, terrible match. I just went for the ball because I won't be able to play it next turn. Neither will I be able to play the switch, so our opponent will get to build a Trubbish, though, so there's that. Yep, there's the Floatstone. Seismitoad will just... there's a second Trubbish. Oh yeah, we can't beat him, I think. Not with 2 Mewtwo in the deck. That's it, as far as attackers go, so yeah. I think, yeah, he got us. That's the problem with this deck. I mean, I don't want to concede, but I feel like we're deep into... we're knee deep. Yeah, I'll just keep playing. Just so that you guys can enjoy the match, but... I really feel like we don't have much of a chance at this point. Maybe I should have played the energy on Mewtwo EX. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't need a lot of energy to kill our guys with his Eyevault also. You won't overcommit. Yeah. That's it, I think. We do have the 2 Lysanders in hand. If you kill the Keldeo now, we could Lysander the Trubbish that's going to evolve and deal 90 damage to it. Yeah, that's not enough. Let's see if we can do anything else here. Oof. If our opponent evolves the second Trubbish, we can't do anything else. Because we don't have enough. I mean, we have to play a muscle band on this guy in order to kill a Garbodor in one hit. Yeah. Yeah, I think he got us. So as you see, guys, I just want to say to close the video. So as you guys see, that's the problem with this deck. Sometimes it's really inconsistent. I mean, it's my fault for having Keldeo in the deck, but if the opponent starts attacking with a Seismitoad, it's actually pretty hard to get our Pyroar machine going. So the best matches are the ones that go like the previous ones have. Like we have the right Pokemon for the right matchup, and that's where this deck really shines. I do think this build is pretty nice with a lot of Lysanders and Jirachi X, so there's that. Well, that's it for this deck. I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave comments if you have any questions, and subscribe, share, or just hit the like button. Thank you guys, see you next time.